Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Sapphire. Last time I was dubbed the captain of this ship or something, and now I've set sail to find myself a musician. I want at least 10 crew members by the series end. So far, I have the fast food hunter Donald Trump and Black Body Obama as part of my team. Say hello, boys.
I kind of like that title, Joe, not gonna lie. Next on the hit list is that Witch Wendy. Anyways, glad to be here as always, guys. How are you today, Obama?
I'm actually feeling so much more relaxed this time around. I took your advice, Joe, and played a video game just to chill out in my free time. It's really made me appreciate life and its simplicity. So I have to start off with a thank you for that.
Fantastic news. What game did you end up playing? Spider-Man? Mario? League of Legends?
You told him to de-stress Joe, not play some absolute garbage.
Well, I started my very first Genshin Impact account.
And he's gone skinny dipping in the dumpster again.
Barack, you are lucky I ain't right beside you, because I would wake up, slap your tits until you started to realize your mistake. When did I imply that Genshin was the way to go? You really have strayed too far away from God. You deserve a beak blast to the face, you moron.
But I just ordered my Venti costume from Amazon. Speaking of boys, are we still pulling up to the function Halloween night together?
100%! I just got my Street Fighter Rufus costume already. Can't wait to pull some schmix-ups on the hose that night. What is Sukuna dressing up as for Halloween, Barack?
Let me try remember what it was again. Oh yeah, maybe it was the fucking King of Curses, AKA the master of pulling Uno reverses. I mean, have you seen his true form? That man is scarier than any costume I've ever seen, that's for damn sure.
As long as it doesn't clash with my Mr. Fuji costume. I might even glue a tombstone to my dog's head and bring him as a houndstone.
Better than sticking a lit candle in his hair and calling him a Griever Joe. PETA ain't got nothing on you, buddy.
Speaking of getting lit, boys, I see Snoop is back in the party, so let's get this sucker started. I'm gonna make like a Luxio and spark a spliffy real quick. I know the viewers love when I start whacking the weeds. One time for the one time. This is awkward. My Hindu Kush isn't in its usual cabinet. Well, thank God I have my backup supply. Golbat ghoulies. It's not in the pocket of my gimp suit either. What the hell is going on here?
I can't believe it's come to this, Barack, but we had to step in like a quackavall. While Donald and I were double-teaming Michelle last night, we politely asked her to toss out your whole supply of goofy purple Urkel. We dubbed it Operation Amazon Forest Fire because we were saving the trees from being sparked up like a shinx. Between the three of us, it was a majority vote. We are politicians after all, so you can imagine how erect this whole plan got me. Light a spliffy, more like strike a stiffy.
Nani! You bastards! Snoop is going to die if I don't ascend to his muffled magnitude.
I would say sorry, Obama, but you should be the one apologizing. You claim to be this goat at Pokemon, but the closest thing you've gotten to is a go-goat with the amount of grass you've been burning, no ember. I can't bear to see you spamming grassy glide and smoke your entire bag, followed by our whole team, looking like Gen 8 OU.
No, boys, you don't understand. Snoop Doggy Dog and I made a binding vow, IRL, that if my dankness level was ever below his, then his Torkoal counterpart would be in trouble if we ever used him while I was sober as a sobble. I guarantee you, Joe, if you use him in a battle in this hideout, he will die. Please, don't do it.
So this whole time you're telling me you were activating your Blaze ability on this Smoliv so that our starter would be safe for the whole playthrough? Okay, Joe, hold on, we might have misplayed on this one.
Drugs are never the answer. That's coming from someone who pops like 28 capsules a day and snorts the freshest nose candy for breakfast. That's besides the point. I've been immune to your future sight like a dark type before Obama, so I'm willing to prove you wrong yet again.
Dark types aren't immune to that move, Joe. It's typeless.
Baka, it's a psychic type move, you absolute moron.
You know what else is typeless? Curse, which is exactly how I would describe this conversation. Cursed.
Why can none of you appreciate that your captain is sweeping every weak-ass grunt in this building with day one? I knocked out a Blissey with a fire blast. You would literally never see that in a vanilla run of this game. So give me props, would you?
Congrats, Joe. You know when to use Thunderbolt and when to use Fire Blast. Is there anything else I can fetch for you, my liege?
A walkie slush would be highly appreciated, peasant, thank you.
That thing bleeding, Pete?
I don't think Joe would appreciate a bleeding slocky whoosh or whatever he just requested, Donald.
Big preesh on that Donnie. I'll switch peak to the front, and unless these next battles are important, I'll just get our snover-sniffing editor to cut us away to the submarine fight. These goons ain't shit.
I have a bad feeling about this guy's first Pokemon. I have a strong feeling that it will kill Snoop. Spare his young, puffy life, Joey.
All right, Yugi Moto, let me scope out the situation here. Seriously? I fail to believe in a million simulated battles that this thing could ever kill our Snoopy Whoopie Pooper Scooper. I'll use Surf to gauge the damage, and if Peak ain't two-shotting, then I'm fire blasting him into the Shadow Realm.
That's a fair play, Joe. He ate that up, unfortunately, so prove Barack incorrect and let Snoop handle this literal insect.
Consider your other options. My hockey is telling me this guy can kill Snoop, I just don't know how. Save Me is a reliable option, or even Ziggy with Eruption. Those two could definitely handle this guy. Joe, I will slurp the milk out of your nuts if you listen to my words. I beg.
Temptations are at an all-time high, but I'm going to go with our smoky friend here. If Beautyfly kills him, I will get a cleaver to stone axe both of my arms clean off. Ain't no way in hell I am letting a literal butterfly disrespect our fiery turtle right now.
Are you witnessing this, Barack? He's using Detect plus Sandstorm strategies, which he himself is not even immune to. If the chip from the weather knocks Goopy Snoopy out, well then I will seriously question Joe's skill as a trainer. However, I have complete faith in our newly crowned captain. I drove by the local playground this morning for about 10 minutes and I didn't even see him around the walls. That's true character development.
That's because I've started hiding in the bushes now, Donald. The security never look in there. But let me get this straight. You were cruising around a playground full of mixed-race children, probably ranging between the ages of 5 and 13 for 10 whole minutes? Geez, what a creep.
Wow. Okay, Joe, I don't think you can start using Blamethrower like a lamp pen. You Chandelure kids down to your basement on the daily, so don't diss Donnie about it either. Anyway, thank God this stupid fly is finally dead.
The future is not written, Barack. How many times do I have to say it before it gets into your Necrozma-looking head? Oh, looky here, another fire blast victim.
Shit, another miss.
Oh, ho, ho! Pump some of that copium into your Vigoroth-looking head, jackass.
Yo, Barack, you light up that Trailblaze yet?
Well, you see...
Oh, fuck nah. How y'all gonna let me die in a kid's game? Y'all are fucking ass.
Tangrowth Tentacle Toucher. I fucking told the both of you that Snoop would die. You'd think that would be enough for you to listen. But no! Now we have lost our fucking pride and joy. Our starter Pokemon. I knew we should have boxed him temporarily until we got to the end of the game.
Boxing your starter is such a scumbag move. I have zero respect for those who do it. What emotionless, heartless machines.
You dumbass! Did you not hear him say temporarily? And what the stuffle are you talking about? You told us that you boxed your Empoleon for a freaking Luminion a few episodes ago.
Oh yeah, but that's totally different. Lord Luminion has a veto for everything. If he committed a crime, instantly forgiven. If he started a war, he'd be given a Nobel Peace Prize. You do know he has the N-word pass, right, Barack?
On God, if that waste of space ever swam up to me and called me the N-word, I would slice him into sashimi, served with a side of tatsugiri rolls and, of course, Tauros cunt. I swear I should open a restaurant in Lumio City.
I'm slightly saddened Paul's balls have been dropped from the menu, but at least the literal Tor-Ussie is still around. That shit is bussin'.
Well, as long as you name the restaurant something marketable, you would make a killing, Barack. Have you ever seen what they are called in game? Restaurant Lana, La Yeah, and La Wow. That just feels racist to say, and that's coming from me.
I don't know. Those businesses seem to be doing pretty well for themselves. The waiters gift you nearly $5,000 for winning a battle, so maybe I should follow the naming convention but modernize it for Gen Z. How about Restaurant Le Slay, where queens dine and kings keep their heads up? Ask our customers if the food is any good and they'll say one word, yes!
The food is to die for. Come to Restaurant Le Yolo.
Everybody's enjoying our food. Shouldn't you be too? Restaurant La Fomo?
Wait, let's be inclusive, guys. What about a diner for Donald's people? Restaurant Le Chonk?
You'd have to open that in Paldea to avoid legal issues with food suppliers. Anyways, viewers, don't let these brilliant naming ideas distract you from the fact that Joe massacred a fan favorite, our goddamn starter of all people. Come on, man!
He's sadly right, Joe. You messed up big time on that one. I cannot wait to see what the commenters have to say about you after this video goes up. That being said, you have a static encounter in the master ballroom, as I like to call it. There is 2 randomized Pokemon in there, but for fairness sake, I think you should just try to capture the first one. Once you beat this dungeon, there is a boatload of new routes made available by surfing east of Lily Cove.
Great. So I'll get to catch another like 4 water types this episode. Why is it always when I'm playing that I have to catch that stupid wet-ass pussy type of Pokemon? And this quote-unquote puzzle is stupid as hell too. Hariyama nipples.
I'm about to pull off a fucking fury kill with the sniper called Barbaricole. I'm telling you, I got hands.
Call me Tony, because I'm about to let off the chopper. WTF Joe.
I'm fucking sick of this. I'm over this shit already. Viewers, this show is scripted. Every encounter is a water-type Pokemon. Ziggy dies next episode. A Spoink is going to assimilate Donald's ass in episode 23. Barack is a hacker. We never make it to the Pokemon League. GP looks like Buzzswole's anus.
Calm down, Joe. What the vanillite fuck was that, boy?
You Glaceon gagger, shut the hell up. None of that is true. Stop upsetting the viewers. This MF can't even see what Pokemon is right in front of him. And here he is making wild exclamations about the future. Pay attention, you mime junior muncher. This fishy fish has bide. We don't know how high his HP stat is, so don't lower it too much because it could spell disaster for Ziggy.
This show isn't scripted? All right, watch this. Barack is going to snap out of a daze and crave Lantern's balls in his mouth.
Huh? Sorry, guys. I was just imagining chugging Lantern's Dynamax balls in my mouth there for a second. Continue what you were saying, Joe.
Oh, please, Joe, I could have told you that. Let's be honest, you were thinking it too.
Oh, they just look so juicy.
He's got tail glow, so stay on guard. While that sweeping potential could be huge for us, don't let him show his power off against our team right here, right now.
The DS memories, they're rushing back to me.
That's not an excuse to start blazing, you purple pussy. I better catch this guy's balls in my ball.
What is with you guys and balls? Seriously.
Balls, 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 balls.
Great. He's devolved to just saying that word on its own. Hey, Joe, what's your favorite shape?
Cubes, obviously.
Wait, what?
J, K, balls, 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 balls. We ballin'. Ball on them. Balls, balls. Balls gang.
Well, at least you've somehow managed to stay positive while catching another water type. You have my respect there, Joe.
Well, I still respect you as much as I respect women, Donnie. Don't get it twisted. Look, a freaking vegetative monster would have been so much cooler than balls. I know I have nut sacks and butt cracks on the mind 11 days a week, 26 hours a day. But even its grass poison typing would have been nice to have.
At least you got some of your medication back, Joe. Your EVs must be through the roof at this point.
Oh yeah, you best believe it. My muscles are about to start a revolution. I'm the strongest. My power is maximum.
Are you the strongest because you're Biden Urugojo, or are you Biden Urugojo because you're the strongest?
Hot damn!
As we begin to surf the 700 seas, I think I'll ask our comment question. The question for today is, what is your favorite Pokeball?
Good question, Joe. Mine is the Jet Ball from Legends Arceus. A bit out of left field and a newer entry to the famed Pokeball list. But damn is this a good one. It is literally different because of the unique gameplay of Legends, with its mobility being upped by a substantial margin compared to the regular Pokeball. You can yeet this sucker across the region to snag yourself a Bonsly if you wanted. I love the fact you can capture wild Pokemon from a distance so you don't startle them and mess up your shot completely. My trick shot compilation goes crazy for that game. I must show you boys someday. Kobe!
Oh, hell no. What was that voice crack? I want that man dead. That was so gosh darn embarrassing. Bruh!
Another water type. Are you for fucking real? I've had enough. I quit this mono water run.
Joe, cooperate with us here. Pick back up the pink Game Boy and please continue playing. I know it's frustrating, but we work with the hand we are dealt.
Those who felt it, dealt it.
You're telling me I dealt it after last Monday's meet and greet with that bitch-ass 12-year-old James? Curse that silly goose.
Not going to think about that situation too deeply, Joe. I'll just answer your question. My fave is the quick ball. Let's call a spade, boys. That ball is busted beyond belief. In Generation 4, the quick ball has a 4 times multiplier when used on the first turn, which is already one of the highest multipliers a ball can have. It was so handy to just one turn capture for the Sinnoh Dex. Then Generation 5 came around to fuck everything up as it usually does. But guess what? This overpowered thingy-mub-bob got a buff. It then became a 5 times multiplier, which is honestly taking the piss out of capturing. That shit is a cakewalk now because of the quick ball, and that's why I love it. Stay mad, Twitter.
It's kind of unfair that this Psyduck is my breaking point, but I'm genuinely fed up with this water type bullshit. I know it's the most common type or whatever, but this is just honestly ridiculous. I'm physically mauling right now. He's going to be called Drown because I hope he drowns to death somehow. To round out the comment question, mine is the Ultra Ball, the old reliable and iconic Pokeball in its own right. When you see these bad boys hit the shelves of the Pokemart, that's when you know that you're in the end game, boys. It's just your standard Pokeball, but better in design and capture rate. I love that the yellow dominance in color is a subtle nod to the fact that some of the most powerful type of Pokemon are in fact yellow. Alakazam, Tapu Koko, Pikachu, Shuckle, and Mothim, just to name a few from the long list of powerhouses.
You think Mothim is good? How strong is that crack you're on?
Look at you, Barack, trying to substitute that Turtwig for some Garganackle. As we know, Joe is very overprotective of his knackle stack, so you ain't getting some of that.
What I tell you, boys, yellow Pokemon equals broken Pokemon. Now you must both be punished. I want you both to get scooped by this guy's spoons. Afton style, baby.
Fine. My fermented asshole is ready, Captain Joe.
Okay, pause. What the Klefki cock did I just hear you say, Barack? He meant killed by a scooper, like in the Five Nights at Freddy's game, you freak. And why did you have your asshole on standby like that? You might be the sus king after all.
Sus or not, I'm going to see the FNAF movie next week if any of y'all want to come with me. I've heard mixed reviews on it, but as long as Matt Pat drops a zinger of a one-liner, I'll be satisfied.
As he would say, that's just a hypothesis. A gay hypothesis. Anyways, I'm gonna slap this dude up a little with Ziggy before properly attempting to catch him. He's 11 levels lower, so surely he won't be able to deal that much damage to our MVP.
Don't forget he used swagger on you, Joe. If you hit yourself, Ziggy is in trouble.
It's me and Ziggy through thick and thin semen, Barack. She's got this.
That doesn't look like she's got this, Joe. Fuck, shit.
Holy Zigga's in Paris. If you don't know, now you know Zigga. Man down, where are you from? Zigga. And Chewy, I'm some hot Zigga.
Let me make sure my brothers come after you once this episode is over, Joe. You can't keep tossing that word around the way you do.
You're right, it's very unfair. I owe you one. I'll let you call me a cracker or Wigga if you want, Barack. I'll give you the W pass just this one time.
Not gonna lie, if I was singing along to a song, I'd rather say Zigga as a censorship, so my pastry ass wouldn't get beat up for misusing a historically cherished word. I keep seeing this one video on YouTube of Roddy Ricch performing The Box at a concert, and the crowd sings along. The crazy thing is, the crowd didn't get any quieter when it got to the N-word part, and there was at least a couple thousand white people there singing out loud. I'm not even joking. That video has come up multiple times on my feed now. It's super weird.
You know what's super weird? You calling yourself a pastry? I'm pretty sure you aren't even allowed to say cracker or have the W pass yourself, Donald, you Reese's Pieces piece of shit.
I can confirm I never gave him the W pass, Barack.
At the end of the day, it doesn't even matter what color our skin is. We are all Americans, so what does it matter? What's your plan for catching this spoony, loony creep Sleepy Joe?
Damn, Donald. Back at it again with the white Crocs? I can't believe you ended racism just like that. I've gone ahead and flattered this dude so he can chip away at himself. I'm spamming tail glow to stall more turns, because at this point I'm confident any move on our team will kill him.
I'm glad you were able to pull out balls from the box and use him straight away at level 33. That saved us a good bit of grinding.
I'm sorry, who pulled their balls out of a box and started grinding away at them?
No, you must have misheard me, Donald, because what I said was...
All right, my hands are up. I did it. You both caught me red-handed. Why do these dumbasses keep hitting themselves? And it's doing so much damage. Damn it.
I just realized that all you've talked about today, Joe, is balls in your mouth and you're behind and anywhere else you can stick them. But also that your comment question was about Pokeballs. Say, where have you been storing your team of 6 when it's your turn to play, huh?
I am legally not obligated to answer any questions to the press. I am the president, so I can shut you down and boot you off the U.S. soil, you scum of the earth. Move along now.
I love how every episode is 50-50 on whether you either abuse your presidential powers, Joe, or you even remember what your job is.
Quiet down, you flubby, tubby, and chubby Landorus. For the last time, who the fuck is Joe?
What an impressive catch, Joe Meckian, who has long since forgotten his name. What's the nickname? Probably Houdini or something, right?
Nah, I'm going to call this guy Lucas after the Mother 3 protag. The yellow obviously reminds me of Lucas's hair, but they both also use psychic powers in battle. Mother fans unite! Of course, I'm joking because I've never played that slow-ass game and only know Lucas because he is my main in Brawl.
Game Producer and I have both actually played Mother 3, and it is such a good game. If you like Omori or Undertale, then you will definitely like the Mother games. Those games, PSI rock!
The only mother I like to play with is yours, Obama. Can we get this over with? I am starving here and would like to wrap this video up as soon as possible.
Do your little analysis, Barack, so we can dip like a chicken McNugget.
I'd be honored to sign us off, Captain. Trace is actually a good scouting ability for a randomizer, so plus 1 point for that. He looks like a fast mixed attacker with high hit points. If we touch up his moveset a bit, he might be able to provide a decent bit of firepower to the team.
Alrighty then. I'm excited to play next time around. All in all, good showing today, Joe. One crucial death, but that didn't hold you back from catching some potent beasts that we can mess around with next time. I gotta hand it to you, bestie.
Same here, Joey. We've landed in Mossdeep, so I smell another gym battle on the horizon. We gotta stay sharp, boys. I believe in us.
Finally, the voices are gone for another week. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to join the new President's Community Discord down below and do all the regular interactive stuff. Like comment, share, and subscribe, and seriously, thank you all for making this journey so enjoyable. We appreciate it all. Until next time, have a brilliant day.